whatever the other people want to do, they can do it. As long as I run my race, I will be happy with it.
Good luck for tomorrow's race.
Thank you.
Can I just ask you, what are your tips on pacing for such a long distance?
Yeah, I think for this type of race, you need to definitely trust in your training first. You should practice your pacing and everything you do in training beforehand. It's very, very important because everybody's different. So a pace might be a little bit easier for one person than it is for another person. Me coming from a track background, I know how to run very fast 5Ks and very fast 10Ks. And so a faster pace sometimes feels very easy to me. But I also need to recognize how long the distance is. For a 100-mile race, I'm definitely going to be a little bit more patient. Go out a little slower than I would in a 50K or a 100K. And just make sure that I'm really focusing on eating and make sure I'm focusing on the simple things at the beginning of the race. Because if I don't pay attention to those simple things and doing a little slower pace at the beginning of the race, it could come back to bite me at the end of the race.
That's really good advice, and I have heard that you've had some, you like to go out fast, a bit like Zach Miller.
Yeah.
There's been some good TV between you two before. Can you just tell me a little bit about how you're going to rein yourself in with the pacing tomorrow?
Yeah, so I've never been one to use poles actually for racing. I've always just ran without poles. When I won CCC in 2017, I didn't use poles for the entire race, but I've decided to use poles for this race. I've been training with them because the one thing that I seen when I was using the poles was it slowed me down. It made me hike more than run. And which is a very good thing for a race like UTMB, because a lot of those uphills at the beginning of the race, I need to be hiking and I need to be very efficient. And so I will be using poles tomorrow, and I think that'll help slow me down. But also just running my race, not focusing on the people around me, but focusing on what I know I can do and what I've practiced in training. And whatever the other people want to do, they can do it. As long as I run my race, I will be happy with it.
Fantastic. And can I just ask you a little bit about nutrition and how that helps in your pacing as well?
Yeah, definitely. I focus a lot on nutrition, especially at the beginning of the race, like I said, because it's so important to keep your stores very high and your energy levels high at the beginning of the race. I will be using gels tomorrow for most of the race. It's a gel called the Unived gel. It's actually my own gel that I helped make myself. And it's an awesome gel it has about 200 calories or 45 grams of carbohydrates, and so I will be using those throughout the race, about 1 hour. And then I also will be focusing on some real food as well. I've practiced with it, certain savory rices and sweet rices and bananas and different things like that I know work well on my stomach. And so I will be using a combination of gels and real food to get through UTMB.
Awesome, that's really good advice. It's so inspirational to hear it coming from a real top athlete like you. Just wanted to ask one last question. You're a real family man. How do you fit in the training for this type of thing, really long distance stuff, with having a family and a busy working life?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's difficult sometimes, but luckily I have a very supportive wife who she understands my training and she supports me a lot in it. But 2 nights ago, my son woke up in the middle of the night screaming because he had a bad dream. And I had to get up with him and I had to console him and help put him back to bed. It took a couple hours actually, and so I didn't get the best sleep. But I've just learned to let those things just kind of wash off, not worry about everything, not stress about everything, and just realize that that's life. I'm a dad first, I'm a runner second, and I need to focus on my son first and being the best dad that I can possibly be. And I know that if I do that, then I will be happy, my family will be happy, and if I'm happy, I'm going to be a good runner.
That's fantastic. Well, best of luck in the race tomorrow. I think my friends Robbie Britton and Nats are going to be crewing.
They're crewing me. Yep. Really good friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So really good luck.
Awesome.
Hope the poles don't make you go out too fast, and hope to catch you on the way around as well.
Thank you very much.